first corner. Driver number 1 looking to the inside of 2. Second place, sets himself up for a pass going into this carousel. Is he going to be able to get his nose in there? No.
Some heroes walk on 4 legs. I'm Jason Johnson, founder of Project Canine Hero. Not every retired police canine or military working dog has a home to go to in retirement. We strive to ensure no hero is left behind. We cover the medical needs of our program members after their faithful service. Our organization also provides a lifetime sanctuary for many of these heroes who may suffer from PTSD. And whenever possible, we find them a forever home. Visit ProjectCanineHero.org to learn how you can help protect those who protected us.
Welcome to Chicagoland Speedway here today for the Iracing Sunday Night Fever League here today. Again, I was a little late. As Jacob, hello there. What is up? I just read your comment and hold on. I just got, wow, that is amazing. I just got told something from Rhea that Hermie Sadler is he active? Let me check real quick. Hermie Sadler is in this race. That's the actual driver too. Okay. Wow. Yeah, an actual NASCAR driver is, or actual former NASCAR driver is in this race. Apparently Rhea knows him. That's very interesting, but she did ask that I do bring in the championship drivers, and the championship drivers today, and make sure, is Charles Robertson, Danny Solo, Brian Chu, and Angel Hernandez. That's the 4 cars that will be competing for a championship here, so you guys have a lot to do tonight. If they make any mistakes, they're not going to be too happy at all there. But these guys, they're currently in their practice right now, so that's why you really don't hear like a lot of audio going on and a lot of logos and stuff rotating anywhere, because I just don't really see the need to be doing that. I'll only put up those ones in the left corner. There's actually not even up there, I believe. Yeah, SDK did have an update worldwide too, so let me put that in there. I will bring in, let's start with Charles. You asked me to. Yeah, let me get all these drivers in here. Let's start with Charles. Find him. There he is. Hey Charles, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I guess so.
And so you're competing for the championship here tonight. Do you feel like there's anything special that you have to do with this track, or is it pretty much just don't wreck here and avoid all this stuff and be there at the end of the race?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. There's some fast guys contending for the championship, so we'll see how it goes, and hopefully I can find myself up there racing them. Hopefully they don't run through me for it.
Yeah, so how has your season gone? Overall though, like, do you feel like you've had like a lot of hardships to do, or has it been pretty easy for you overall?
I mean, I've had some good finishes. I feel like there's probably 3 or 4 wins I should have had, and some of them I kind of shot myself in the foot. But I feel like my season's gone all right. I just gotta stay consistent, really, and that's pretty much what I did all season.
So how has your playoff run gone so far? Because it seems like you were always kind of up towards the front here, and you were just really consistent overall. How do you think the playoffs have gone for you?
I feel like it's been pretty good. Just trying to stay out of trouble. Like I said, track position is really hard to get. Once you get put back there at 15th or 20th, and if you can just stay away from the back half of the field, I mean, you can run pretty good. So, but I feel like my playoffs has been all right so far.
So is there anyone, of those 3 other drivers that you're worried about here, or are you pretty confident overall that you have a chance to, or they have a really good chance to win the championship?
I mean, I'm confident. I feel like any of us can win. Just like I said, track position's key, and it all depends who's racing who and who's going to let who go.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Good luck tonight. Hopefully I see you in victory lane with the championship, man.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Charles Robertson, one of the competitors. We will bring in Danny here. Let me drag him back down to his room. A lot of people in here, so there we go. So let's get Danny in here. That will be Stuart Haas Racing. Find where that is. I don't believe he's in a room yet, so we'll get, I think Brian Chu, yeah, Brian Chu is. Let me see if he is. We're looking for guys that we have in here. This is loud. I need to go to a blimp static mute because this is blowing my ear. This is blimp static, good lord. That is loud, that's a loud racetrack. Yeah, there's Brian Chu, we'll get him in here. Hey, Brian, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
I mean, so you're here at the most important race of the year. You know, how do you feel about your chance of taking home the championship here?
Well, I'm probably the fourth favorite out of the four, so I'm trying to pull an upset today. Kind of just strategy, try to stay out of trouble. That's key. If I can keep a clean car toward the end of the race, probably be my best shot to stay with those guys up front. And obviously tires is going to be key as well. So just kind of see how it plays out. Stay out of trouble is my number one key. You know, to win the race, first you must finish. So see what I can do.
You know, so how's your season gone, you know, overall? Like, would you say you've had like a hard season, or have you been pretty steady overall? Because I joined pretty late in here for broadcasting with y'all.
Yeah, I mean, I pride myself on consistency, and I usually get a bunch of top 10s, so that's kind of how I get, you know, the consistency kind of gets me further in the playoffs. So it's, I mean, a couple of mishaps throughout the season. There's no fast repair, so if you get into something big, it could knock you out. But pretty steady season, and we got through the playoffs, got to the Final Four, and we're just going to see what we can do. Those guys are pretty fast, although my teammate Roberson, you know, I would love for me or him to be able to pull this off today, and Angel's pretty fast too. So we'll see how it goes. We'll just keep the pedal down and see where we're at the end.
So, you know, was there ever a point in the playoffs that you felt like you wouldn't be able to reach the championship, or were you pretty confident overall? Like, were there any hiccups that you had?
Yeah, first I was either the second race of the first round, I got taken out and I advanced by 1 point. I thought that I would not be advancing because I finished like 38th or something. So I had some playoff points from the regular season, thank God, because I was able to advance by 1 point in that first round. So that was the biggest hiccup. Since then, I've been doing well. I mean, top 5s, top 10s to get me through, because some of these other guys had playoff points that I did not. So that's kind of what got me there. So other than that one hiccup, it's been pretty consistent. It's top 5s. Right now, it's all about just finishing the other 3 guys. So that's what the plan is today.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Good luck tonight. Hopefully, I'll see you in victory lane with that championship, man.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
This is Brian Chu, the driver of the 54, which would be Ty Gibbs in real life. I'll move him back down to the JGR. We'll see if Angel Hernandez is in a room. Maybe in a different one. Let me just go and check really quickly. We'll pull up the NASCAR towers so you can see what their qualifying times are currently. Looks like nobody's actually ran a lap yet, so we're still waiting on a time to pop up. Okay, yeah, there they are. There's the time. I was going to say that I know the time's here somewhere. That is not what the style is supposed to be. It's supposed to be that. I was going to say that looks horrible. I don't know why it looks like that, but it did. So it looks like I have never heard that name before. That guy must be very new to this league, because that is... I don't have any memory of him being here. Angel Hernandez, that would be... Or RFK Racing. He's in there. Is he done with his qualifying run, though? He's not, but he's doing his right now, so we'll get him after this. I actually need to raise up my audio here again for y'all. Have it loud. What y'all hear is not what I hear. It's like way louder than what it actually is. We'll see. Angel, he's gonna go. He was top. Well, he was near the top of the board, but he's actually going to be towards the bottom now. Yeah, he got shoved down to 17th in his qualifying run. He went back down there really quickly. Also got, who else is out here? I believe Brian Chu just started his qualifying run. He's actually, this is his first lap. No, sorry, this is the second lap. One thing about Chicago, you're pretty wide open most of the time. There's not really that much lifting, I'd say. I mean, it depends on how you run it, but in my experience, it's not really that much lifting. It's kind of, you're letting it rotate, but if you get in there too deep, then you're going to plow tight, really, really tight. It's not going to be too fun to deal with. You almost smack the wall coming off that. You don't be doing that, but Angel, he's now done, so we'll actually bring in Angel here. Let me get Angel in here now. Hey, Angel, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man? Give him a little bit to unmute his mic here. Like I won't be able to get Angel. He's the only guy that has his mic muted besides Joey Maines. That sucks. So we'll bring in is Danny here. That'd be SHR. Don't see Danny either. Wow. That's interesting. There's only one SHR car. And none other cars here, actually. They've got done with their qualifying, too. Didn't realize that they did that while I was looking for them to get on the track here. So I'll pull up the starting grid. So, okay, he's a sub. That's who it is. So, I was going to say FJ. He qualifies first. Jackson Carr second. Travis Browder third. Alex Artelson fourth. Christian Delgado fifth. 6th, Joey Maines. 7th, Danny Solo. 8th, Brian Chu. 9th, Angel Hernandez. 10th, Hermie Sadler. 11th, James Boyles. 12th, Jalen Battle. 13th, Daniel Homer. 14th, Isaac Wilson. 15th, Tommy Stanley. 16th, Cody McCorkle. 17th, Jeff Wimmer. 18th, Rosa Laszlo. We go down some more. 19th, Blake Lothian. 20th, Charles Robertson. 21st, Steven Sarr. 22nd, Marco Hagstrom. 23rd, Eugene Thorne. 24th, Jerry Parker. 25th, Jason Ballard. 26th, Michael Iskandar. 27th, Rhea Ferris. 28th, Marcus Hagman. 29th, Chris Van Mastrich. 30th, Brian Treadwell. 31st, Paul Wilson. 32nd, Shane Griffin. 33rd, Robert Rowe. 34th, Casey Tomlinson. And 35th is Bob Wyckoff here. I will load up Trading Paints because I know sometimes Trading Paints will not refresh when it actually should. So I'm going to do that just in case, because I know how it likes to act every now and then. Let's go here. I will pull up the right overlay that she did want. It's 134 laps, and I'll pull up some race info actually now that I'm doing that here. So I'll hide that there for y'all. So 4 extra sets of tires, stage brakes at lap 40 and 80, 132 laps over. Wait, yes. 34 laps overall. But it's a championship race, so we got to watch the 4, the 20, the 6, and the 54 are going to be the drivers to look at. They mess up, they get in a wreck. That could be their championship hopes down the drain, just like Chase Elliott last year. And you got spun by good old Ross. Well, kind of, he came down as a nose, so can't really say you spun him by any means there. Are waiting for some other drivers to grid. Danny just got in there. See, I can't do them now because they're on the grid, so I can't do it like now. Sucks. Yeah, I would do him, but he's gonna be literally in the middle of a race at this moment. So, just waiting on a couple more people here. Not a lot. when they all grid, I'll give him, yeah, the 25 I guarantee. Yeah, he has a paint loaded. It's just not loading up for me because he joined a little bit later after me. Yeah, there they go. They start rolling off here, so I will give them all one. Their paint will go white. And they'll pop up with their paint scheme a little bit after that. Isaac Wilson has jumped to the pits. Don't know if he meant to do that, though. I think he probably did. Again, they will go, I think lights will still be on the pace car. Lights, normally, it's weird. The lights are off and then they come back on, so I'm not really sure like which one is correct on that. Make sure it's not going to pull in because I think it is. I don't know. I seriously don't know why I think it is, but I think it will. Yeah, it's not going to pull in here, so we got time. Actually, no, it does pull in, so cancel that. Throw that out the window. As green flag was in the air, we are underway here for the championship race. Pace car would normally sometimes go around twice, but tonight it said, I'm just going to go. FJ will take the lead here. The race off of 2. They'll make it off 3 and 4 there. FJ, he will lead that very first last lap. I'm just going to say FJ because I don't want to butcher his name because I know I will. I know I will absolutely butcher it. But I don't know how to say that last name here. He's a substitute driver, so I don't really have much experience with saying his name. So I guess I have an excuse, kind of. Possibly. I'm just going to ride that bottom line. Looks like back here. So the highest championship driver right now, again, this is only literally like 3 laps in. Can't really put too much of it on there, Brian Chu. Fort Myers, Florida. And Danny Solo, actually no, Angel Hernandez, he won the Xfinity race, or not Xfinity race, Xfinity Championship that happened a little bit earlier today, so congratulations to him for that. And Danny Solo was the most popular driver also. Charles Robertson, he has a long way to go. A very, very long way to go. He's currently sitting 19th on the scoreboard. As you see, there's a Shane Van Gissenbergen paint scheme there that Jerry Parker's running. As this is his very first race ever. 37-year-old from Detroit, Michigan, as Robertson got tight. Had to bail out the throttle. I think somebody must have got hit up front of him. Well, I saw a lot of them bail. I want to see how these lap times start to even out because I'm not too worried about early on. I really want to see what it is later in the run. That's what I'm more interested about is who can maintain the speed over a long course of time. Going up under the 4, so keep in mind, I believe this is like normal playoff, or I say normal playoff. This is kind of the playoff that I'm not so used to, but I didn't grow up with, you win the final race or you finish higher in the last round. I actually went through, the old Sprint Cup point system, where who had the most points at the end, then it switched over to that win and you're in type of crap that it had, so the championship driver doesn't have to win as long as they finish ahead of the three other ones that they're racing against. But Robertson's trying to chop his way through here. He hasn't really moved up, though. I mean, he's gained one position. Biggest mover is Michael Iskandar. He is back. He's up 9 positions currently. Sitting all the way back here. That's a, ooh, I thought he was going to pull us a crossover. That was going to be a nice crossover, but he decided, nah, it's not worth it. Not worth it at this moment. Right now, they're running about 30-second laps, too, so pretty decent lap times that they got going on. See all the cars behind Robertson. That's what his rear end sees right now. I think he's loose. I heard his throttle. If I could get his throttle trace, I think I might be able to. I will see if I can, because it's very hard to tell, but I was able to hear it, and it was very, very subtle. So y'all may have not heard it at all, but his screen kind of gave it away too. He kind of went up the track just a little bit. I don't get driver inputs though. It only shows me wheel. I will get one that will let me see their throttle, because if I could show you what the throttle looked like, I guarantee you he got out the throttle for just half a second there. He's going backwards so far. He's not going the right direction. The 17's there. Contact with the 20. Chases up the track. Try to pinch it down, Chris Van Mastrich. See Hermie Sadler, the real-life racing driver. Emporia, Virginia. 25 starts, 1 win. Iria knows Hermie, so that's how he's in this race. I broadcasted a race with Chandler Smith in it. Who else was in it? No, they had Chandler Smith, and I've also done a race that had, what was his name? It was a former driver. Timothy Peters, that's who it was. Broadcasted some races that had him in there. He was a Truck Series driver. Angel and Brian are not getting away from each other at all. Well, I say that. Brian's actually pretty far ahead of Angel. Keep in mind, they have a stage break lap 40. So, if the car's not handling it right, they can get the tires out. And some guys, they learn as the run goes on. That's kind of what I am more of. I don't do good with just these go flat out stuff early on in the race. I like to learn the track more, because you're going to have a pit stop. And maybe you learned, okay, I can't drive like this. I have to drive a completely different way that I was before. It was just burning up those tires way too much. I think he just blew that corner there. I mean, he went super, super wide on that entry. He tried to get in the throttle too early. I mean, I am hearing guys kind of play with the throttle a little bit. What? It's going to sound like here. But Brian, he's got a pretty good lead on Angel right now. Angel's just now coming off of turn 2. Brian's about halfway down the back stretch. Again, it's early, so don't write anybody off at all. You can't, no. I just can't be done. You can't write anybody off early on in the race like this. unless they wreck themselves, and of course you can't after that. See, Brian's riding the third, not the second groove there. He's putting his right sides on that second groove. It's not really getting loose off yet. I think he'll end up doing it later. It's at 9. It's a paint scheme that Chase Elliott's actually going to run today, I believe. That's one of the schemes that I think the St. Jude's Children's draw, and he runs them. I know last year he did it at Darlington. I can't remember what it looked like though. Yeah, you see it right there on that deck lid. I've rose it. Let's actually see if I can get a good chase view of it. See it. Children's Healthcare of America. So that's what it is right there. Designed to drive. Lap times right now, they've dropped off 7/10 so far. Fastest lap, 30:79. Yeah, that was set by Jackson too. He's got that 8 of Travis Browder is going to start breathing down his neck here in a minute, so he's got to watch. Really been decently calm, and we've not saw a lot of drastic moves. You know, Eugene's up 10 now. He's the biggest mover. Biggest loser is actually Joey Maines. He is back 24 positions in 30th. I'm having a feeling that he didn't grid. I may be right, too. Because there's no way he should be back this far. Unless there was an issue that I didn't see that he had. That is not normal to see him back this far. Oh, we got pit stops. Shane is coming down pit road. This is early on. He just missed his pit stall, didn't he? Yeah, he did. I don't know why he's down pit road. Strategy call, maybe? I don't have any clue on why he's doing this. It's interesting. Yeah, he's not here anymore, evidently. Did he hit the wall or something that I just didn't see? Don't see him hitting the wall anywhere. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to him. I will go back up front, though. Jackson's still kind of running for his life from Travis, but Alex is coming into the picture now. From a guy from Sweden. Driving the 60. Yeah, that's not the right paint scheme. It says a 62 for the number, but it's a 47 on the track. It's a little bit weird. It's driving it in deep. Yeah, it's going to get really tight. No. There's another pit stop. So, are these planned pit stops? I want to see just if Browder pulls off. These are planned, but I don't think they are. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina native. Okay, let's see. Does he go off pit road normal speed? Yeah, he does. He just does. His is fuel only though, so maybe he's. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. That's odd. I don't really have an explanation for that at all. Uh-oh, here's two playoff drivers right here, Angel and Danny. Every position counts in these playoff guys. Man, looks like he's going to let Boyles go. I don't know if he meant to do that. Might have tried to shortcut the track a little bit. But that's interesting that these were fuel-only pits. Tomlinson's in also. He's not here. Those guys might have left. Very well may have left. Nope, Casey just left his pit box. He must have had damage somewhere. I mean, I don't see any visible damage on these guys' cars, which is what's confusing me the most. I mean, I don't. If they had damage, I'd be seeing it. Like that side would be destroyed, smashed in, whatever you want to name it. I mean, it looked horrible, but I don't see any visible damage. The guys that have that. As a caution is out, Robert Rowe is off. Oh, he has destroyed that car. Oh my. He has nailed that wall. That must be a dead wheel. I think his wheel disconnected. Oh, that's... okay. So, he caught the apron here. About right... a little bit too early on this one, but you kind of see him right there. He gets the apron. That sends him loose, and then he just overcorrects. Just overcorrects way too much there. I mean, he smacks this wall too. Drills it, takes the front end off, or almost off the car. And it probably drive better without the front end, but that car is just destroyed. Utterly just destroyed. This will bring out the first caution, though. See who goes down pit road, who doesn't. Keep in mind, caution, no, another planned caution out at 40, so we'll for sure have that happen. Just where you can gain some free positions if you're good. If you're good on pit road, but you have to be good on pit road. You can't be horrible or average on it. Playoff drivers here. So Danny, the first person in their pit box. Oh, Danny slid through. He's lucky that it's early on. But Brian, he took fuel only. Angel fuel only. Danny fuel only. Robertson, maybe fuel only. Might be fuel only. I don't know if it is or not. It'll be close if it was, but Blake Lothian and Chris Van Matchers stay out. They haven't pitted at all. They're probably just going to see if they can kind of flip the stage. Know that they're going to lose some positions, but just try to minimize how many you lose in that amount of time. It's not a bad idea if you can do it right, that is. You have to do it right. If you do it wrong, you're going to find out the hard way that you shouldn't have been doing it to begin with. Nope, he's coming down pit road now. He must have missed his pit entry. That leaves the 14 of Blake. Blake's the only one that hasn't pitted. I think lights are going to stay on here one more time. As, yep, they will stay on here one more time. As we're doing that, we will just roll some quick ads here for that. See, lights are off on the pace car here, so they're getting the green flag. This time by, it'll be Blake Lothian who will, or Lothian, might be Lothian, will lead them to green here. Have a little bit less than 100 laps left, I believe. Hope these guys can have a good race here. Keep them on stage at lap 40, so there's a for sure other caution planned. Plan, that is. This car will pull in this time, though. Like I said, starter will have the flag in his hand. They'll start seeing him right over there, so it'll pull off right about here. Starter's gonna have the flag in his hand. As green flag is in the air, we are back underway. Oh, we got a wreck back here. That's the 43. Oh, no. Oh, hopefully this didn't get any playoff drivers in it. It's the 843. Isaac Wilson also got... Isaac is the 43. What happened off of turn 2 here? So the 31 and the 43 make some sort of contact. They put 3 wide. Yeah, they put 3 wide here. Yeah, this doesn't end up good. The 43 gets... Now, he just goes down in the 31, then up into 78. 78 had nothing to do with that. And then I think the 8 might have got clipped by the 38. Oh, was that the 38 the whole entire time? It may have been the 38. It looked like the 78. Yes, it was the 38, not the 78. Sorry, my bad. Wrong driver. Come off that corner there, and then bam, that's nothing he did wrong, and then, yeah, 38 couldn't do anything. The 8 gets slammed in the side. He's actually lucky he got hit like that, because the car's probably pretty much fine, because he looks like he took most of the damage on the door of that car. So I don't think he's too hurt. But this will bring kind of a split decision to pit road. Looks like the majority will go down with him. Yeah, every single playoff driver is not going to try to get off strategy there. You know what, I'm going to pit, and yeah, they're not playing the I'm going to risk it game right now. They kind of want to stay similar to everyone else. First playoff driver that will come off of pit road will be Danny. We've got Cody McCorkle behind him. Now that these guys are on back-to-back cautions, though, I did want to play all those ads, so I'm going to take the time to do that because this will probably take us to about lap 39, and they very well may call that a stage here.
I played a couple of simulators and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving, it feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
As we are back here at Chicagoland Speedway, they may have called the stage because they will literally run one lap and throw a caution. My opinion, that would not be too smart, but I don't know if they're calling that the stage or not. We're about to find out, though. Race car will pull off here. Car's gonna have the flag in his hand. As green flag is back in the air, we are back underway. We have a huge cluster of cars. I mean, this is literally 10 people all over each other. 77, 78, or 4, 54, 14, 24, 16, 43, 6, 91 are literally all over each other. I mean, I don't know if somebody bobbled somewhere, but it literally stacked every single one of them up. I am not, and somebody's in the wall up here. Oh, don't. No, Brian almost got into the 77 of Christian Delgado. You know, some drivers like to see some guys probably like, please don't wreck me, please don't. Yeah, so I'm guessing they did call that a stage. I was going to say, that's pretty smart to do. I would not move it back, the car, but they literally ran like... what? How many laps? Like I think like that would have been literally 1 lap. I mean, I don't blame him for doing that at all. The one thing too, if any of y'all are watching and are in the Discord for Ghost, would you all buy Ghost Racing Network merch? You know, hats, hoodies, stickers, stuff like that. Because we're thinking about doing that. Because we've had a lot more people ask about it recently. And I don't have an answer for them quite yet because I'm still thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know, do I do it? My expander just wanted to give a 3 or 20 decibel output, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to blow y'all's eardrums out because that will easily do it. Oh, that's the 43, and they did. Okay, there's some folly chose to the wall. Joey led the way, and then Blake was like, I want to try that too, and he smacked himself in the wall. Highest playoff driver right now is Brian. He's pretty much been the... Hold on, let me reward that. He's been the highest... No. He's further ahead of everybody else. Let me see. James Ball is not letting FJ get away, though. I mean, he's literally staying pretty much right behind him. Richmond, Virginia. I've been there once for a race. I may have told it before. In 2014, when Jeff Gordon was on his absolute tear that season, was good at every single track. But Gordon had the greatest exit off before I ever saw, and he came home like 3rd. He probably should have won that race. Like, I've been to Richmond once, and I do not want to drive that far back ever again. Yeah, keep in mind, I was only 13 at the time, and actually, we rode with Alex Bowman, who was, at that moment, he was racing the number 23 Dr. Pepper paint scheme. So, I got to ride with a Hendrick Motorsports driver, and I got, at little 13-year-old me, got to get in the front seat of a Toyota Camry, completely stock. And it was terrifying. I didn't open my eyes the whole entire time because it felt like your eye sockets were going to go back into your head. But that's how I met Alex Bowman. I kind of pull for him every now and then. I always want him to do good just because, you know, I actually did legitimately meet him in person, even though it was only about 4, maybe 5 words to be said to him. Still a memory that I do hold. Charles Robertson, he's having to kind of claw his way up here. He's been having a rough day so far. I mean, he's not been running horribly. I mean, he has time to improve it, evidently. It's not like, oh, my race is over, let's just throw it in the trash and forget it. It's, you can still make something out of this, but he's got to really dig deep in it to do that. Angel pretty much almost right behind him. He's got Jerry. Only guy separating him, so I'm just going to say he's really got one guy behind him. Brian's trying to gain another position. Now, what this can do for Brian is also just get as many people as you can between you and the other playoff drivers. I mean, seriously, I mean, it can't hurt you. I mean, what's going to be the problem with it? If you put them next to you, who cares? I mean, it's going to be decent for you. I'm going to move this limiter up. Do that again. I don't have a limiter. I've tried different sound stuff, and I think it sounds pretty decent. Every time I hear Joey Maines, I think of Garrett Maines and his father. I can't remember what his father's name is, though. It may be Joey Maines. I always think about the Garrett Maines, however, he was a coach here driver. I don't know if he still is. I think he might still be one. But he raced a lot of money racing stuff that I broadcasted. I think it may be Danny. Or it might be. It very well may be Joey Maines. Just a different one, that is. Brian, he's just continuing to just tear his way through the field, trying to get a spot on Rosa. Laszlo, is that a... I'm not sure which flag that is. For some reason, I thought that was a guy. It's Hungary. Budapest, Hungary. I thought that was a girl for some reason. It's just because the name threw me off a little bit. Some names are kind of... You go with anybody else, which he probably has one of those. Back here, Hermie Sadler, he's not doing too hot. I mean, he's pretty much stayed back there the whole entire time. He's down 19 positions from where he started. He started 10th. Let's see, currently sitting 29th. So, yeah, that's not good at all. Yeah, let's see what his throttle sounds like, actually. I want to see if he does this again. Hold on. He's saving fuel in this corner. I don't know if he has to be doing that on purpose. I was wondering why he's so far back here. When he got in the corner, you can hear him fully bail out the throttle. Fully bails out of it. Pushes in the clutch. That's why you see his RPMs drop to 2,000. That's probably letting him roll around the corner maybe a little bit better too. But I was wondering what he's doing back there. That definitely... Yeah, that makes sense now why he's running those times. He's not running horrible at all. Well, I mean, I say that. He's also near the back of the pack. As the 34s come off pit road, Paul Wilson, he spent 2 minutes on pit road. Yeah, Shane has evidently left. He is no longer here. 12, actually, the Ghost paint scheme that I run is inspired off that paint scheme. Don't care for it, Ford, Rhea. I know you're listening. Chevy's better. But I do have that paint scheme based off of this. Almost kind of same color combination, except that black is more of a red than anything else. Rhea's currently running 22nd right now. She's at 5 positions. She's got a lot of people in front of him. Michael Iskandar has been dropping a lot. We saw him up near Brian. Oh, look who's coming here. There comes Danny. Trying to chase Brian down. Now, one thing, too, traffic could be playing a big factor here. Some guys' cars don't really act like they want it to. So, like, he getting tight, getting loose. More or less, it makes you tight a lot of the times, what it does to somebody. And he's going to get on to Brian here really soon. So Charles, he is slowly coming up here now. He's made it up to 12th. He's dragging Angel with him kind of too at the same time. Probably doesn't really care about that factor though, because he's trying to get up here again. They have a stage at lap 80, so got 20 more laps till that. So, oh no, Charles almost ended his night right there. It's one way you throw away your championship hopes is wrecking. That was probably nerve-wracking for him, and I mean absolutely nerve-wracking there. Now he's probably going to be like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I just did that. Because he better be thinking that, because he almost ended his day really, really quickly at that moment. Angel's trying to get around him. I keep seeing Angel looking. Angel's looking for some hole somewhere. He can just get one. There he goes. He's going to try to take it here on the bottom. 42 is going to give him some room. So I think 42 is running a different line, though. That might hurt Robertson more than it will help Angel. No, it's kind of iffy. They both even it out. How really the key is how aggressive do these guys want to race with each other. They're going to get right on each other's door. Both rides. That's kind of get away from each other now. So 42 will put himself in the wall there. It's going to slow him down. That will give Robertson the positioning that he needs, though, to be able to get that spot fully clear. Kind of settle down now a little bit. He went through almost wrecking to having to deal with Angel behind him. A lot to deal with in the span of what, like, I think it was 2 laps there, I believe. It wasn't very long. I do want to go on board here with, as this is Brian's getting into a lot of traffic here, as they've actually ran down Brian again. Christian, these guys have. We might actually be passing him back. He's got Danny next, or car separates him and Danny. That's a 24 of Jalen Battle. The Atlanta, Georgia, 92 starts, 10 wins. FJ, he's been cruise control. Literally just cruise control. He only has, he's 38 starts, so he's done his fair share of races too. It's not like he's just, you know, kind of thrown himself in here. He's like, yeah, let's just kind of do something for fun. I mean, he's absolutely dominated though. But before these guys go on their next stage break, we will go take a commercial break. Of course, it will be side by side, so if anything does happen, you will see it.
I played a couple of simulators and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving, it feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
We're going to go back live here because we got 3 of the playoff drivers pretty much all over each other right now. We got Danny, Angel, and Charles, 9th, 10th, and 11th. Brian has Jalen between him and those guys. He's got kind of 3, he's got 3 cars actually between him and the other championship contenders behind him. Keep in mind though, the stage will happen at lap 80, so caution for sure at that lap. It's not a we're either give up the race, and who cares at this point? They still have a chance. Still have a chance for it. Alex, ooh, actually, there goes. Hey, pit stops have happened. Where is the 41? Trying to see where he dropped to. FJ, he did pit at lap 70. I didn't see them start pitting. So we do have guys pitting before the stage break. I think this right here is just pure strategy. Because the only reason I think it is, because, like, well. How'd that work? I don't know. I mean, they're pretty much just going to ride around super slow. They know they're going to get a gunner caution, and they're going to get the wave around. So it's pretty much, let's go out there, don't burn the tires off. Just ride really nice and smooth. Because we want to get those positions back, and we know we're going to get those positions back one way or another. See, yeah, okay, well, we got some more people. Delgadio, Angel's in. So he's going to roll the dice, kind of. I don't know if I would have done that if I was him, but he's going to try it, which, I mean, it's... Oh, no. He slid through his box. If you're going to do it, that's the one thing you can't do is slide through your box. I mean, he barely did it, but that's going to hurt him. That quick little reverse that he had to do, you're going to see that be huge here in a minute. Does he off pit road? He does lose the. No, Danny had. Yeah, he pitted on that. He pitted actually 2 laps before him. But everybody's coming down pit road now. Everybody's coming down pit road. So I guess these guys are saying, what? Forget the stage, which I'm kind of surprised by, more or less. I don't know why they're doing that. I would have waited till the stage went, to be honest with you. But hey, I guess it's just might as well see what happens type of thing that will be going on. Yeah, so this is almost everybody has pitted. I mean, actually, oh, yeah, everybody has pitted before it, besides Robert and the other out of the race. So Chris was the last one. Hermie Sadler now makes his way up to. What's their fuel load? Now that may explain why they're doing this. Is he still clutching? Oh, if he's clutching in the corners, he was saving. Explains. I don't know what their fuel mileage is. I know their load. I don't always remember off the top of my head like how far they can go on it. I want to see. Is he still pushing in that clutch? Yep, he is. He's still doing it. So I guess the fuel is not as long as I thought they could go on it. That's interesting. It looks like he might win the stage. I mean, he only has to go around 2 more times. And caution will come out for the stage break. And if he's been doing that for the whole entire race, he's probably going to have enough fuel that they can go flat out for like, 1 lap, just to make sure he doesn't get passed. And he will have fresher tires than everybody else, too. But Danny, he now low. Not that right there. Oh, no. I'm going to say Danny's the first of the championship drivers as he's having a lot of traffic. Everybody's wrecking each other here. Brian, he fell back a lot, but Danny, he pitted 4 laps before is one thing, too. So he's got 4-lap older tires in those guys, which might not end up too well for him. You may think as, yep, I believe that is a caution for the stage right there. Just came out. So, Hermie will definitely come down pit road. He's not staying out, and he's got 3-lap old tires. Not enough fuel for stage. Hyper, I think that's why Hermie was saving. See, he put it at lap 38. So, he was clutching into turn 1. So, he was saving fuel doing that. Probably very used to that, too. He's saying he has any real-life experience, evidently. Ah. Yeah, Hermie's going to pull in here. He's going to be the only person. Actually, never mind. We do have some guys coming back in. Okay. That's, Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, so that's fuel only for Angel right there. So every championship... That's a lot of people that came down pit road. I'm surprised by this. I wouldn't have thought we'd see them come down like they did. Doesn't make any sense to me. Eugene's somehow labeled as a leader. He's not the leader. New Brunswick. Is that still in the U.S.? I don't even know. It might be. I don't know. Very hot in this room, y'all. I mean, it is very, very hot. So leader will now be FJ. Yeah, of course, he's back up to the front. He has been up front almost the whole entire race. Literally, he's pretty much not touched or not gone anywhere. Literally, he's just stayed up front. I mean, he cycled back up front because of the pit stops, though. So it kind of makes sense. Be a bad idea. Topping up this fuel is not enough. Tell that to Hermie. Again, lap 38. He went all the way to lap 80. You might know there was one caution. I mean, they're out. If you're talking about this last run, yeah, they're not going the whole way. You are not going the whole way on this tank of fuel. You're pitting one more time at least. Not even an option. And there's no staying out. Moshimo. So it will be a 41, 48. 48, this is just, they literally just cycled through. I mean, that's literally what they did. They just went through and pretty much say, hey, you want your position back? Sure, bud. Pretty much what we just witnessed. I kid you not, that's just what happened. Lights are off on the pace car though, so this time by, they will get the green flag. This car will pull in right about, should be about right now. Starter's gonna have the flag in his hand. As green flag is back in the air, we are back underway. Guys just haul it off in the turns 3 and 4 there. Highest championship driver, 6 now. Robertson's now leading the championship people. He's got Brian Shue right behind him. This is one of his teammates too, which makes it weird as Robertson gets in the wall. Another mistake. Robertson almost took himself out earlier. He makes another crucial mistake there. That's going to give him maybe a little bit of damage. But Shue, more importantly, will go in front of him. He will take the championship lead. This is really the only battle that really matters something. But they've got Danny slowly creeping up, and Angel's behind Danny too. Angel's not really clear of the 5 yet. Kind of looking in my peripheral vision, I saw him kind of just nudging his way, trying to get past him ever so slightly. He just couldn't really get as far away as he needed to yet. So if anything is true about pit stops, they'll pit on lap 1. Actually, maybe anywhere from 108 to 114, I'd say we'll see some pit stops happen. Yeah, that's me using my big brain to try to guess their fuel mileage. See, Angel's now, or sorry, not Angel. Danny's now trying to go up under the 20 for this position here. Joe-Yo's racing driver. Actually, I wonder who is the youngest in the field here now. I'm going to go through the ages here. Christian is 22. Jalen's 21. And so we're going to stop doing that because, I mean, it's literally 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. All playoff. Final race of the year, too. And some guys will probably do some more drastic stuff to get the win that they need, because I saw some guys pull some really weird moves to get the win on some tracks. And sometimes it's kind of been in my mind. And I'm like, I don't understand why that was done, but okay. I mean, you won the race, I guess. Good job. I don't know. Brian Shute, for some reason I thought he was a rookie because of that painting that he had. He's a veteran. The only reason I thought it was rookie because in real life they run that same double yellow line on their cars to let them know that they're rookies. I guess it's like a target. If you did that with Owen Hart Sr., he'd be wrecking them. Literally taking them out. That's what he'd be doing. That's what I pretty much think he'd be doing to him. Jackson Carr, he's kind of messing this up a little bit. I mean, well, I say messing up. Jackson's 16 years old. He's pretty young too. Probably he'll be a junior in high school this year, I believe. He should be. Unless he is a early sophomore. Not unheard of. And these playoff drivers, one thing I keep noticing is Brian always manages to squeeze away. He always manages to just find a way to get away from him. Even if it's putting one car, he still finds a way to get around him. And he doesn't have to go up there and absolutely blow everybody's face off yet. I mean, he can be calm with it. There's no, oh my gosh, I gotta go out there and I gotta win the race or I'm not gonna win the championship. No, you don't have to do that. As long as you finish high, as Boyles puts himself in the wall. It's not what you want to do, try to pull a Ross Chastain. If you take 47 numbers off that, you got the one car, then it might work. Called that the Hail Melon. Actually fell asleep at that race. Actually I think I woke up at the very end of it and saw that move that he made. I keep noticing that, though. We've got guys pedaling it and going into turn one. I don't know why they are. It has to be to get the car to rotate, but I keep hearing them. Like, they get to the very end of the straight, and they lift, and then they get back on it really quickly. I don't know why they're doing that, though. That's kind of a curious thing to me. I'm like, don't fully understand why that's happening. It's just really interesting to me why he's doing that. Championship drivers are probably just hoping. So, again, pits, lap 105 and 115. I think that's when we'll see him. Hermie cannot go to the end. There is no... It was Jason Maines. That's the other Maines I was thinking of. Jason is Garrett's dad. Jason Maines. That's where I got the Joey... That's why the Maines was so familiar. Hermie can't make it to the end unless he wants to try. I don't think he will. The reason I think that is because it's just... I don't see it working for him, really. Oh, we got a caution out here. Oh, my Lord. Paul Wilson has wrecked. He immediately toes, so I can't see what happened to him. Him in the 78. Tries to just come up, and 78's there. That's the 34's fault. And looks like he doesn't get that bad of damage. The 78 keeps hitting him, though. It's probably off the gas there. Hopefully the 78 was off the gas. See if he was. That's Bob Wyckoff. That right there is not Bob's fault. He's probably, yeah, he's on the brakes there. That's not his fault. You can't slow down enough. His brake bias is probably set to the front a lot too. As I just now realized. Yeah, Elliott is Hermie Sadler's brother. You know, Elliott Sadler ran the 19. He had that really hard hit at Pocono. So that's not a good thing to see. He destroyed that wall when he hit it. This is going to bring everybody down to pit road, though. And I think they can go to the end of the race now because of this. Oh, you can't make it, dude. I think he missed his pit entry. That's the only reason I could think they're not coming down pit road is they missed a pit entry. That just wouldn't make any sense. See where the playoff drivers came out. Danny again. Oh, we got kind of 3 under a blank. Oh, what happened to Brian? Oh, no. I want to see what happened to Brian here. He was leading these guys. Oh, he slid through his box. Oh, my Lord. That's what happened to him. He's coming out of his box, actually. What happened? He just tried to get out, and where he dropped the... Yeah, he just dropped the throttle there. Trying to get... That's one thing, too, about exiting your pit box is the car really wants to spin. He had to even slow down for the 2 there. He's got to hope he can get back up there now. That's not a good thing for him. He had a really good chance. I mean, his chance isn't over. I mean, he literally only has, like, 6 cars to him. So, I'm not saying that he can't get back up there, but you do that and you're just like, well, as long as you can stay in front, you don't ever want to have to go chase somebody down sometimes. You'd rather not. You'd really rather not do that. It's just an option that you don't want to be doing. See. I don't want to bring these guys in because I think they're going to get the signal for green flag next time by, because lights should go off on the pace car here now. Let's see if lights do go off here. I think they will. The Christian, who will be the race leader, he took... Wow, he actually had a very fast pit stop. There's a lot of different guys up here. Look at it. Christian, he wasn't... I mean, he qualified good, but I haven't really saw or really paid much attention to him up front, though. It's interesting. Okay, lights do go off here, so it'll be Christian who will lead them to green. But they will have, let's see how many laps they have left. They will have 100 and, no, not 100, like 31 laps left in the race here, I believe. Wow, that's painful. Move around this chair here doesn't feel too good for me. Pace car will pull in here, though. Carter's going to have the flag in his hand. Christian Delgado will bring them back. As green flag is in the air, we are underway here. 31 laps left. Guys coming off the corner there. Christian, he will maintain the lead, the 41. This is a position there to Jalen, but I think the 41 might be able to get it back. Charles Robertson now leads him. Albie has a 4. Right behind him, he has a 6 there. Now, where is Brian? Brian trying to move up here. He's got time. He has to realize that. You don't have to do it right now as Robertson bounces off the wall. Danny almost gets into him there. He almost gets into Boyles on the bottom of him, though. We're so close together. These championship drivers can see their race come to an end if somebody bobbles and takes them out. I just don't think they'll have enough time to get to the front. Danny's trying to get to the quarter panel of the 20. Can't grab it. He's trying to get it. He just gets a little bit short on that. The 90, do it, 99. Do it. Do it, Marcus. Marcus thought about going 3 wide there. He thought about it as he almost comes off the wall there. Brian hops his way up there. You see he's coming for these guys now. really making his way up. And if I had to choose a championship driver, I would probably choose Brian. He's just been able to somehow just barely stay ahead of him. That's all that he has to do this race. He doesn't have to do anything else besides that. Just finish ahead of the guys in front of you. Guys, I would say probably around 125. If they're going to start going nuts, it's going to be right there. It's going to be right at that point when we're going to start seeing guys just throw their brain out the window, and they're just going to go for it. Danny's about to be up on Robert's bumper, though. Sorry, Charles's bumper. I wanted to say his last name. Last time by, it was pretty much equal time. They were separated by 100th of a second, so it's not very much difference between them at all. Robertson did not get off that corner very good. Danny's gonna have a huge run. Robertson, he's just trying to take the shortest way around right now. I think Danny's gonna have a shot at him though here. So we're going at it. This is going to draw in these other guys behind him, though. Boyles is going to decide to shove. He's going to kind of just... Two guys behind him going to be split. They're probably just going to let these two battle it out. Be like, yeah, you know what? We don't have to really do anything right now. I mean, yeah, we want to win the race, but... As these are championship drivers, a little bit of rubbing there. The 4 goes up into the 20. Little Kevin Harvick, Chase Elliott like they did at Bristol a few years ago. Big pack here, but look who's slowly... Yeah, there he goes. He's inching his way back here. He was poking his head in it now. His lap times have been a little bit faster than the guys in front of him, too. 45 out, just lost it. He gets past Angel here, so that takes down one of the drivers that he's probably a little bit worried about. Realize that. He needs to get ahead of him just a little bit. Robertson, he has gotten away, though. A little bit, not a lot. What he has to do is he has to pretty much, I'd be saying right now, tuck in the draft, find where these guys are a little bit slower and just keep looking at it. Keep looking at it. Maybe try one different entry, not a lot of them, though. But Delgadio has not ran away. The 41's now to his inside. The Spire Motorsport Chevy Camaro. The good old 4 is trying to take on a Chevy. This happen in real life. SHR has been having a lot of downtime. They've pretty much been down for about 3 years, I'd say. Haven't been good in a while. So I'm going to fight him, but I think that 24 is going to go to the bottom. He's probably going to shove that 40. I think he's thinking about it. Might shove that 41, though, instead. Just depends on what he wants to do. Bob Wyckoff has entered pit row, though. 41's going to get up on him and side draft him. Go back here, though. Chu is trying to make a move on Danny. He's going to get to inside of him. How hard is Danny going to fight? We saw him and Robertson fight pretty hard, so it might have hurt Danny's tires here. If Chu can slide up right in front of him, he can't do it on exit, but he's got Boyles on the bottom line, so he might be able to get dragged by Boyles here. With these spoilers on the car, let me see how tall they are. They don't. That's pretty drafty right there. One reason I wanted to look at that is because the taller the spoiler is, the more aero dependent it is, and Chew has no help on that bottom, so he's gonna have to pretty much do it himself. I think I'm gonna get this position here on Danny here. He needs to slide up. He can do it now. If he's gonna do it, he needs to tuck in. Not gonna do it. He's gonna let. Oh, the Ford might actually hurt himself there. He got in the wall. On my view, it looked like he got in the wall. All they're doing this is just letting Robertson get away. Well, not really get away, I say that. He's pretty much just kind of staying there. The 54 and the 4. If I was at 54, I'd probably just be like, you know what, I'm just going to let you by again. I'm going to set you up later in the race, because being down there on your own is just, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt those tires a lot more. Now, if the 42 messes up here and hurts the 4, I could see that being a big thing here, though. That 42 hits it once in front of him, and that's going to mess. Oh, where did Andy go? There, now he's back. See, look at this. Look at what this is doing, though. This is dragging Angel in. Oh, he's gotten past the 6 now. Brian hasn't. He gets past the 42. Not quite. Oh, he does. He squeezes up right in front of him. 45 shot down to the bottom. Drew squeezes up in front of Joey Maines. I think Joey probably showed that he wasn't too happy there. He kind of shoved him into the corner a little bit harder than what he wanted to. Looks like Danny's able to get that good rotation up under him. That now leaves only 2 cars. Or actually 1 car there, sorry, to Robertson. As back around Delgadio, what has happened to FJ? He must have bobbled somewhere, because he's back here with these guys. Christian's back up front, but here Charles Robertson. Now, where did Danny come from? 3 championship drivers right here in one shot. Make sure I had that here so y'all can see more of the action that is happening, so y'all aren't getting your attention taken away from it. Danny kind of actually gets past Brian here. Now, Brian can use the 4 to his advantage. But now, and I'm thinking about this like this is going to be the final battle. If one of them wrecks, or if anybody wrecks here, it's going to change everything again, because they have to come down, or they're probably going to come down pit road. Might come down, actually. 15 laps left. Tires fall off right now is almost a second. So, the Angel, he's just kind of looking on right now. He's just like, you know, these guys can go at it. It's all that matters to me right now at the moment. Now these guys are 1, 2, 3, or they're 6, 7, 8, and 9th. Angel's trying to make his way back into it. Angel could have been cooling his tires down too, and just kind of letting him go at it. It's just like, you know, y'all want to race? Race. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. So he did get that spot pretty easily on Chew there. So maybe Angel can snatch a win here. Time I think of Angel Hernandez, I think of the umpire in baseball, but he has a lot of controversy around him all the time because he's really bad at his job. Christian, he's actually kind of stretched. Not really. He's got Jalen right behind him now as soon as I say that. Jalen's going to try to take lead from him, but I'm really looking at it back here more as Chew is falling back. Slowly seeing his championship host slip away. If Robertson can just hold off Danny here, got a pretty good shot. The most optimal thing for him to start happening is that Danny and Angel get side by side. Because I wanted them catch up with each other and they start side drafting hard. Because that will let Robertson get away just a little bit further. And any room you can take to a race car driver, they're going to take it. It will not go to waste at all. They're going to use up all the track that they can if they have to. Charles looks like he's actually picking up time though. I'm looking at Brian's time right now. His last lap was a 32:20 compared to a 31:77. There's no way at this point in the race he's cooling tires at all. So I think his championship run might be over. Say that and watch us get a caution with 5 to go. I'm gonna speak it into existence for you all. Danny, though, that might have actually held up Robertson there. FJ got in the wall, and I think that did mess with Robertson a little bit. Here comes Danny. Robertson does get that done pretty quickly, so Danny's not going to get the clean exit that he needs. This will also give Robertson a little bit of a drafting partner. Also, but Danny's coming fast, and he got a good run down that backstretch. Robertson has to deal with 2 guys in front of him, the 47 and the 16. He wants these guys to sort out before he gets there, but Danny's all over the bumper of Robertson now. Not going to let him get away. 16's going to kind of box in the 22. Where's Danny going to go? They really can't go anywhere. They're kind of stuck here. Danny might take it 3 wide if he sees it here. He sees the opportunity. The 16 needs to get out the way here for these guys. Robertson having to shove the 16 to get him out of the way. Danny's going to dive it on in there. Oh, just clear the 47. Robertson gets the 16. I think he shoved them into the corner a little bit faster. This will bring Angel Hernandez back into the picture, though. So Danny and Angel side by side. This is what Robertson wants to see, but Angel has such a big run that he's going to kind of pull off Robertson's rear bumper. 16 still going back at the 20 as they disappear. Now they're back. Angel looks like he's got Fred. He looks like he has, oh my, he just shot off that corner there. Gonna have a big run going into 3 and 4 here as yellow flag is out. Did I just speak it into existence there? I did. I pretty much spoke that into existence. Travis Browder. The 8 car here. What happens to him? Oh my, that is... that's definitely a disconnected wheel. There's no way that's a car getting loose. Yeah, that looks like a wheel that disconnected. Let's look at this. And it's not even a gradual, it's just bam. Well, I don't know. He turned back to the left, though, at the end of it. Watch, he goes immediately right. And then right there, it turning back to the left. So his wheel might have actually went out on him. Oh, going to come down. Do you take 2 or do you take 4? 2 or 4. What do you do? I think Robertson, he can't really go up into the other line now. You have to be good on your pit stops here. Eyes are all on the pit crew. Who makes what call? Shoes come in. Got to be clean in here. Robertson is off and away. He took 2 tires. So if these other guys take, Angel will not beat Robertson off. Chew. Danny's taking 4. Robertson will come out 3rd. They'll have about... This will be pretty much a green-white checkered attempt for him, almost, I'd say. Oh my lord, I literally spoke that into existence. That a caution was going to happen, and it did. So... I wonder what would have happened if I didn't say anything. You guys did stay out, though, Blake and Joey. Yeah. I don't know if Danny can capitalize on these 4 tires in time. I really don't think he can. The lights are still in the pace car here, so we will go on a really short commercial break here side by side, but you won't be really missing anything since it's under caution. Gonna go back here. Guys are coming off of the exit 2 here, so could be championship deciding move here for. I mean, this is. I don't think Danny can do anything with these tires. I just don't think he has enough time. He's got really 2 laps to do something. But if the 14 and 42 wreck and they take out the 26 and 54, then Danny's going to feel like a really smart person at that point. Pace car is going to pull in here, though. Pace car in 14 of Blake Lothian will lead them to green. As green flag is in the air, we are back underway here. Green-white checkered attempt. White flag in the air. Robertson and Hernandez racing each other. 14 up into the 20. Angel on the bottom. Almost four wide going into the corner here. Robertson on the top. 14 in the middle. Going to run the 20 up high. That's going to give Angel the lead here. Oh, no. They're going to be wrecking behind. That might give the win to Angel, and I think it will. Because that gets Robertson, and nobody is near him for the championship, so Hernandez can pretty much coast. Chu is in 4th. But Angel Hernandez, he will come out of 3 and 4 here. Robertson had a chance. He's going to be one mad driver at the 14. But Angel Hernandez, he comes and wins the championship here at Chicagoland Speedway in the Iracing Sunday Night Fever Cup Series. No, he'll be pretty happy with that. And no, one driver that's not going to be happy is Robertson. He's going to be a little bit furious here. So Hernandez wins the Xfinity Series Championship and the Cup Series Championship in the same day. A little bit of celebration here from the 43, getting him a little bit of a celebratory bump, putting him in the wall. I know that Robertson, he immediately disconnected. He is not too happy with them. I don't blame him for being mad at that 14 at all. Watch Angel do his burnout here, though. Celebrate his victory. done with his celebration there. So we'll bring in the top 3 drivers here, but then we'll pull up. That's not what I wanted to bring up here. Let me take that off the screen here. Pull up the finishing order. We'll bring in Jackson Carr, FJ, and then Angel Hernandez here. Get Jackson Carr. Who was the 16 in this race? That would be College. Jackson's not in a room. No, there he is. Okay, he is. He just moved up. We'll bring in Jackson Carr, the 3rd place driver here. Hey,
Slow
Jackson.
him down as much as I could.
You realize that was very loud there. Hey Jackson, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yep, I hear you.
Man, so you come home 3rd. You know, how did the race go for you overall, man?
Well, I was at the front, and then I went to the back. And then I was at the front, and then I went to the back. And then we added some really good strategy on my part, and that yellow came out. So I was chasing everybody down. I was like 3 tenths quicker than everybody else. But unfortunately, that yellow came out, and I think, you know, I probably would have won that race. I think FJ maybe could have got me, but my long run speed was second to none compared to everybody else. I mean, I was way quicker, so I wish we really got a long run there, but hey, it doesn't work out.
Yeah, you know, so what was going through your mind on that last restart? Because that was pretty much hectic there, coming off of turn 3 and 4 there at the last lap.
Well, everybody kind of likes Angels, so I wasn't trying to slow down anybody, but I definitely wasn't, you know, I didn't want Charles to win, but I actually, if I would have got to him, I may have slowed him down, but I couldn't actually get to him. So I don't know what the call with the 14, what it is. That is above me. I'm just glad I ended up with the 3rd place. Wish I could have got 2nd, but actually barely got me by 6,000ths at the line. I mean, I'm glad Angel won. Angel won the championships this morning in Xfinity, so double up. Good for him.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, everybody at Burnt Rubber Racing. My dad for this 112 PC. Always nice. I mean, it was really good race. Rhea, I think, did a good job with the session. Very multi-groove. That's about it.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. And that's a nice profile picture from the Devil's a part-timer, by the way.
Thank you. Somebody got it.
Yep. That was Jackson Carter, the 3rd place driver. We'll bring in the 2nd place driver in FJ. Hey, FJ, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Got you loud and clear.
Man, so you pretty much dominated the whole entire race, but you fall a little bit short here. You know, how did it go for you overall, though, man? Because it seems like you were up front almost the whole entire time.
Yeah, I mean, Chicagoland's an interesting track. I like it. I know the line. I know the cars. When I was in the lead, I knew I just needed to hold the lead, just be consistent, don't mess up, and I was good. Once I got off pit road and saw I was in 2nd, I knew it was going to be an issue because towards the end of the front stretch and back stretch, we were kind of hitting the rev limiter. So the outside, you weren't really able to get that strong of a run that you usually get. So I knew it was going to be a battle. So I tried the outside, got a few passes, but my tires were killed. So when I tried to get around the 77, I literally had one shot to complete it, or I knew I was going to fall back. And sure enough, that's what happened. Fortunately, a couple of wrecks happened, and I was able to finish in the top 3.
Yeah, so what was going through your head on that final restart? Because it seems like everybody was, I mean, that was literally everybody's going to get all they can for literally 2 laps there.
My thoughts was actually just not wreck the championship drivers. I'm just a substitute driver. I've won the championship. I know what it's like to be in a position to try and win it and not wanting anybody to ruin it for me. So my idea was just to keep it out for them, but if I could make a pass, I was going to try and go for it. But aggressive but clean is the way I was planning on doing it. Just like me and Jackson Carr coming to the line, dooring each other. But that was my mindset in that final restart.
Right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I got shout out to the league for putting on the race. Great racing. I've been a part of this league for quite some time now. Shout out to you for putting on the broadcast. Angel, he's a buddy of mine, so congratulations to him. And my gaming organization, the Leviathans, shout out to them, as well as Premier Setups for sponsoring me. So shout out to all of them, and I look forward to next season.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good second place finish tonight, though, man.
I appreciate it.
Bring in Angel Hernandez, now the race winner and the championship winner, also the Xfinity championship winner. Hey, Angel, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, so you come home with the Xfinity Series championship. You're the hometown hero, and you come home with the Cup Series championship. What a day for you, man. How did the race go for you overall, though? Because it seemed like you had to kind of fight your way through the field there a little bit.
I think first stage it was all right. Second stage I was just struggling all around. I couldn't find any pace, and tires were wearing down by then the long runs more than the other guys. So overall the race itself wasn't great, but obviously at the end I found a little something on the high line, and then that caution came out and things happened, and I ended up winning it.
So how do you think it would have went if that final caution didn't come out? Because you were pretty much in the mix of those championship drivers right there.
I think maybe I could have gotten around them. Well, I think it was Charles that was in front of me. Maybe I could have gotten around him. I felt like I had more pace, but you never know if someone from behind, would have came in and messed it all up. So I think I would have liked my chances.
So how does it feel, though? When you win the race, you win the Xfinity Championship and the Cup Series Championship. How does that make you feel knowing that you won a lot today?
Feels good in the next season. Just knowing that I can win these types of situations. And that hopefully next year is a repeat, but if not, then I already won this one.
Man, well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Josh, he helped out with the crew chiefing throughout the race. And yep.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go and go celebrate all those championships you got.
Thanks.
It's Angel Hernandez, the championship winner, the race winner, and the Xfinity Series championship winner. So that was he's a big winner today. But I'll go over the finishing order here now. Angel Hernandez wins the championship, Xfinity championship, and the race. In the same day, FJ second, Jackson Carr third, Christian Delgadillo fourth, Brian Chu fifth. He had a shot, but just fell a little bit short there. Isaac Wilson sixth, Cody McCorkle seventh, eighth, Chris Van Masters ninth, Steven Sire 10th, Eugene Thorne 11th, Rhea Ferris 12th, Danny Solo 13th, Jalen Battle 14th, Hermie Sadler 15th, Daniel Holmer 16th, Jerry Parker 17th, Joey Maines 18th, Blake Lothian 19th, Jeff Wimmer 20th, Michael Iskandar 21st, Alex Arnoldson 22nd, James Boyles 23rd, Michael Hagstrom 24th, Charles Robertson. He's going to be mad with the 14 for sure. 25th, Marcus Hagman 26th, Brian Treadwell 27th, Rosa Laszlo 28th, Casey Thomas 29th, Travis Browder 30th, Bob Wyckoff 31st, Tommy Stanley 32nd, Paul Wilson 33rd, Jason Bauer 34th, Robert Rowe. I believe Robert was race control. So good race overall, and I know at 20 is going to be mad at the 14, but it was a very good race. Angel, it was his day today. But before I let you go, I'm going to roll this final animation, and hopefully I will see you all back tomorrow for Austin's stream.